Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
Let's-a-go.
Let's-a-go. Mamma mia or whatever.
Mamma mia. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
My name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Woo!
With Yoshi.
With Yashi.
Yashi and...
Yashi and Mario. And Sturfix.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all there.
My Koopas! Your king has returned! Long live the king!
The Bowser name shall be feared once more! Oh no!
Everyone calm down.
This movie's creating a lot of furries, awakening a lot of furries.
Of course it is. That's part. That's like
it's gonna be this is gonna be the Robin Hood, the Disney's Robin Hood for a whole new generation of kids.
Yeah. No, there's not enough furries in this. There's only the one.
Yeah, but he's so cool, and he's Glenn Powell.
Yeah, and he's Glenn Powell, man. Good choice.
Solid pick.
Man, yeah, I was just, I don't know about you, but I was just like an adult alone in the back of a theater.
Yeah.
I chose
in the middle
a
of the
time.
theater.
Oh, nice. I chose a time where there wasn't that many people, so it was fine.
I chose the earliest time because that's my life
too.
as a parent. So my theater was filled with children.
I frequently now go to the movie theater, grab a coffee at the theater, and sit and have like my morning coffee while watching a movie.
That's chill.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, you should get like a little pastry or something, like a little croissant
I
or
could.
like a muffin.
It's
Maybe it's a fruit situation, like a
It's
banana.
a movie theater, so it would have to be like popcorn. It's hard because
No, you just bring it in. You just bring it in.
Oh,
and then,
I've done that.
And then look
Yes.
at them and dare them to do anything. They won't.
Yeah, they won't.
They will not.
Well, it's at City Walk, so you can grab like breakfast at City Walk too. It's fine. It's the point
No,
is
they
is
need
that
to know this.
it makes me more, I think, forgiving of the movies we watch because I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like
No,
a chill time.
Right. You try to be in the best possible situation when you watch a movie, especially when you're going to review it like this, because
Yeah, I found that
you want to give the movie its best chance.
right, and unless I don't know, going to a movie at like 3, there's something about that
It's a little stressful.
You're like, I want my day to continue or end. Whereas this, it's like, all right, get this out of the way. Anyway, this is the sequel to the, the Thing.
When was the last one? 2023?
I think so.
Has it been
sounds
that
right.
long?
Yeah, Christopher Pratt,
Yeah, Christopher.
Chuck Day, Keegan-Michael Key.
Charleston Day.
We got Anya Taylor-Joy in there.
Ben Nathan Safdie.
Yeah. There's a Safdie.
There's a
Well,
Safdie.
there's the old cast. Old cast is Anya Taylor-Joy, Keegan-Michael Key, Charlotte Day, Christopher Pratt, and then our new
Jack
people
Black.
are like Brie Larson, Donald Glover as Yoshi. Like, come on. Was he Donald Glover as Yoshi?
That might be my favorite performance of the film.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he's just like,
doing
no,
the
I'm just
thing.
going to do Yoshi.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do Yoshi the way Yoshi sounds in the video games.
Right. It makes sense.
It was so...
He's like, I'm an actor, folks.
I didn't know that's how he did it. So going into the movie, I expected that he was just going to kind of talk like Donald Glover and be like cool or like funny.
Yeah.
Or
No.
like weird or strange in some way. No, he's just Yoshi.
He's Grooting it.
It's Groot.
He's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
no,
100%. I was just about to say that. He fucking Grooted it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that might be the best part.
One thing I'll say about these Mario movies is everybody's giving it their best because everybody loves Mario.
That's the thing. So here's what I'll say is like, we're obviously judging it as a kid's movie.
Yes, definitely. Especially now that since when I saw the last one, my child had not been born yet. And now watching this one, she's old enough that we watch movies, and Mario is one of the ones that we've watched together a few times because she likes it. It's colorful and there's not a lot of menace in it. I can skip over the part. I can skip over the parts easily. That like she does. I have to skip the Luigi part with dry bones.
Stripped down to a skeleton.
In this one, I'm not going to show her.
Yeah, it's a lot of searing flesh off of bone.
A lot of casual cruelty on the behalf of our heroes.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. This is not as good as the other one.
No, it's not. And you didn't even particularly care for the previous one.
No, I didn't. I think both of them could be better. And what I mean is that, like,
I warmed
keep
on the
thinking
first
about.
one. I didn't like it as much initially, but I've since come around on my problems with it, and I think it's pretty decent. And I don't think you could do too much better. But I agree, it could have been better. I'm sorry, but continue.
Yeah, no, going back and thinking of the stuff we grew up on, I know some of that's nostalgia.
Of course.
But, like, they could give a little more of a shit. Because to me, it feels like they know this prints money. And, like, so, like, this is a weird example. But in this movie, for example, they need to push the plot along. And Daisy is out with Toad at the airport for some reason.
Peach.
And they get pickpocketed by the monkey that
Peach.
steals your hat. Peach, right? You're right. It's Peach. They get pickpocketed by the monkey that steals your hat.
Which fucking monkey is that?
Mario 64.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that monkey as well.
Oh, that monkey's a piece of shit.
I played Mario 64, but didn't grind it out the way that I did Mario 3 or Mario World. We're getting into the Marios. Okay. Like this one, we're getting into a lot of areas where a lot of the references, like, I knew kind of the broad, like the Sunshine people.
Same.
I was like, that's Mario Sunshine. But like, we're getting into the era where I wasn't playing Mario as much.
Galaxy. I played Mario Galaxy.
I've never played Mario Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy is fun. My biggest criticism of Mario Galaxy is it's too short. I got all 120 stars several times in 64. I grinded the fuck out of 64.
I do like
There's
64.
not that many 64 references in this.
No, they were mostly in the. There's a few. But,
again, it's sort of them going like, we're not making this for the old people. I'm sorry. This isn't for people who played Nintendo 64. This is for people who are playing our games now. And that's fair.
This is for like GameCube and younger.
Yeah. The monkey steals her shit. They're trying to find like the other princess or whatever. They're trying to find the thing, the bad guy. And they follow the monkey into this cyberpunk city. And then that leads them to this. Yeah, to Coruscant. And the monkey leads them to a gangster. And then they're
Who is the boss from Mario 2?
Yes. And then they just start questioning him about the main bad guy, and he knows stuff. And to me, I was like, try a little harder. Like that thread of like, how did we get them to A to B?
Right.
Have them get pickpocketed at the airport, and that pickpocket randomly just be linked to this guy who knows everything about
and
the spaceship. Like this gangster, why does he know?
Of all the people to pickpocket in the spaceport, also you're going to pickpocket Princess Peach, who is very famous.
Right. She's don't get me wrong, she's rich.
Known to these villains, too. So leading her to Luis Guzman's villainous lair, his casino world, which was rad.
It was rad.
Leading him there seems like really like a bad idea.
Right. And it's weird to pick apart like motivations and plots, but kids' movies should have those too, and good ones do, where it's like what the characters do and how the plot
a lot
progresses
here.
makes sense. Yeah.
Just dream better than dream logic would be nice.
Yeah,
just
it feels
some
like
narrative thread that makes sense instead of just a scene. Okay, here's the next scene. Okay, here's another scene.
Right, and it pisses me off because it feels kind of like slop. It feels like them going like, we know the kids will come watch this. We don't have to think about it that hard. Here's our slop.
This one was interesting. Finish your thought.
Sorry. When they find Yoshi and they bring him out into the village from Mario Galaxy, all the little guys who were scared of him, he walks out, the little guys go, "Oh, it's Yoshi. Hi, Yoshi." And I'm like, why do you know Yoshi? Like, they all just sort of know Yoshi once they get Yoshi. It's things like that where there was a lot of like little like, all right,
we
we're moving on.
know they're familiar with Yoshis from the first one. They're just kind of critters that exist in the wild.
Right.
I didn't have a problem with that because how
That's
else are
fair.
you going to get Yoshi? They were scared of the scary noise they were hearing in there. They didn't realize it was Yoshi trapped in a pipe, and they're kind of like, "Oh, it's just a Yoshi."
Okay. See, I thought of Yoshi as his name, and I was like, "Oh, they all
Yoshi is
know
his name. I
Yoshi.
don't know what they call them, but they're just kind of like a race of animal, and I know you do see like a herd of them in the first movie. So, and these critters are in the Mushroom Kingdom still. This is like the desert world, so they
Right.
they know
That's
what
fair.
a Yoshi. It's like hearing a scary noise and seeing that it was a raccoon.
Right. That makes sense. What were you gonna say?
I was enjoying this movie for the first two acts. Like for the first two, like until they going into the finale, I was like, you know what? Like I have a couple of nitpicks, you know, and it's obviously a big studio film that's made. You know, it's a Mario movie, but I mean, like I was kind of with the movie, and I was enjoying what I thought they were doing, laying out an arc for Bowser and Bowser Jr. That I thought was interesting, where like they have Bowser from the first one, he shrunk down and he's living in a little castle, and they have a couple of funny scenes, but it really where he has these outbursts of intense rage, but he reins them back in, and he's begging to be released and to be made regular size again, and you can't quite tell. Like you're pretty sure he's trying to pull a fast one on him, but you can't quite tell if he's being genuine.
Yeah, he's been biffed.
Yeah.
He's been biffed. Where they're like, the weirdest punishment we do for bad guys in movies where we
Make him
just
our
sort
pet.
of like
Our
make him
pet
make him a
biff.
pet. And it's like, this is weird and almost worse than if you just killed him. Just kill him.
Yeah.
You broke his spirit.
Yeah, seriously. But when he gets loose, it turns out that he really is reformed, it seems. And then he is. He offers to stay behind on the honeybee planet to work in their stead so they can leave and continue on to help Peach. And then Bowser Jr. picks him up and is like, "Hey, Dad, I built the planet you always talked about building. It's powerful enough to destroy the galaxy." And he's like, "Don't you remember? It's like the story you tell me. We get to see this bedtime story where it's like this really ferocious, maniacal story that he tells Bowser Jr. with puppets about building a doomsday planet that can destroy every other planet and rule the universe." And Bowser kind of like feels bad and is like, "Oh man, I really kind of maybe
Yes.
told this kid the wrong thing."
And it was like, wow, this movie is going to be
Yeah.
about something a little bit.
Yeah.
This father realizing that he propagandized his son
Right.
to be this little freak who's on like 4chan thinking about murder and everything or
Yeah.
what have you. And then once he's back and he's reformed, he's like, it's American History X. It's Bowser's American History X.
Yeah. They do
Is
that.
what it is.
See that scene where they're flying in with Star Fox and Bowser Jr.'s trying to blow him up, and Bowser's
Yeah.
like, I kind of, they're not like so bad. Their mustaches are dumb, but they're like pretty nice dudes.
Right.
Maybe.
And then what
like,
happens,
He really
Tom?
literally. I just want to lay out like how hard they hit this arc for listeners. Like they have him like dead to rights, and Bowser Jr. grabs like this fucking gnarly ass gun, this Bullet Bill rocket launcher, and
Yeah.
Bowser's like, maybe don't kill him. They're kind of my
Yeah.
friends now. And Bowser Jr.'s like, don't kill him. That's weird, but okay, Dad, I'm doing this one for you. So he grabs like a super scope. He's like, I'm going to shoot him with this. This is going to really make things tough. And Bowser's
No,
like,
he says, and I like this joke.
Yeah.
He said, when I'm done with them, they'll be crying for their mamas.
okay, that is
And
good.
I was like, well, that's a weird thing to say. And then he turns them into babies. And I was like,
well, I just wrote it off as like, because he's been saying generic tough guy, like
Yeah, he's a
G-rated
good
tough
bit.
guy things like that. Yeah, and he literally turns them back into the babies. It was a good way to bring the babies back. And Bowser's like cringing at it, like what's about to happen because he doesn't know. And then they get turned into babies. Like, oh, babies. Oh, okay, that's fine.
yeah.
But then, what happens is Bowser just becomes evil.
They just drop it.
They just drop it. We're going into Act 3. All the characters are converging on Planet Bowser to confront the two father and son, Bowser and Bowser Jr. to rescue Rosalie, who's being used to power their Magneto machine. It's a Magneto plot.
Yeah.
Like from X-Men. He needed Rogue for his machine. They need Rosalie to power their big Planet Bowser weapon. Bowser just is like, fuck it, I'm gonna be evil again. And he goes out to fight Peach and Mario, and they kill him. They kick him into lava.
Yes,
and
they
comes
murder
back
him.
as
And then, well,
a
they-
skeleton.
so they-
And then they have Bowser Jr. like weep over it.
Yes. They murder him, and then even Mario is like, "Oh shit, what did
my
I
God,
do?"
I just killed him, yeah.
like it's like a real murder where I'm like, "Are you gonna kill Bowser Jr. now?" Like panic and like strangle
Yeah.
him to death.
We gotta do it, Peach. We gotta.
Yeah,
He
so the
saw
Peach,
us.
like,
He saw
you
us.
see shit.
Kick him in the lava. Lou.
Yeah.
Lou, I need you.
I would argue there is a cruelty. You were talking about them being kind of randomly cruel.
Yeah.
I actually
there's
think
something
that's.
that I flagged specifically.
I think it's kind of throughout a little bit.
Yeah. But it was in the introductory. When we are introduced to their characters in this film, just real quick, because it'll probably. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Finish your point.
No, I think you're.
But like
Say-
the
say-
first thing we see them do is we see Mario and Luigi riding dirt bikes through the desert, and as they're riding by the cactus, if you're familiar with like Mario 3 and games thereafter, the big tall cactus guys where you kick them down like one rung at a time until they're just like a little face on the ground. And then you
Yeah.
can stomp them. Well, they're driving by a bunch of these cacti, just as they're going through the desert on their way to do this pipe job, and they just like are they kick one of the cacti in half, and it falls down. Its little face just frowns as they drive by, and it's the first thing we see them do is sort of
That
just
and
like
the-
this casual cruelty to this
And a
plant
baby
that
Goomba
wasn't.
too.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
Now, like
run over them.
we kind of like I understand that in the game that's an enemy. So like in the context of the video game, you have to avoid this enemy because it'll hurt you if you touch it or whatever. But like if
But
you're
think
just
of the
watching
optics.
right, if you're just watching this movie as a little kid, as like a 2-year-old, and you just see Mario drive by this plant and kick it in half, and it falls on the ground and frowns like it's sad about being kicked in half. What am I like?
Think of it in any context. So,
Yeah, in
imagine
any
a
context,
zombie
you're seeing the hero just kind of be mean to something for no reason. It's
Right.
like kicking a rabbit.
Yeah, imagine a zombie movie and you saw like a struggling zombie on the ground and they were just run over by a motorcycle, and it was introducing a character who then just is like driving by zombies, like kicking the shit out of them. The zombies are technically a threat, but you're watching and going like, well, this person's going to be an asshole.
Right, this person's a psychopath. Yeah,
Yeah,
You
it's
know
that.
that's like a
Like,
shorthand. You see a person in The Walking Dead who's just like, going
Yeah.
hog wild, killing zombies. You're like, that guy's a lunatic. We don't need that
Yeah.
person in our group.
And then when they're all like little cute characters, like the Goomba, like "Bap, bap, bap, bap," on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, what the fuck? And it seems like it begins with them like as hitmen. Like they're showing up at this village and they're just like, go kill whatever's in there. Like seems to be their job throughout. Is they are just the guys you call when you want something killed or fucked up. They show them later where they're doing like chores around the kingdom.
Yeah.
And it's all just stomping shit.
Well,
because that's
they're
what Mario does. He stomps you.
They're behaving as law enforcement. Like they stop the Hammer Brothers
Yeah.
who are being highwaymen. They're stopping 2 giant Goombas from squashing a toad.
Yeah.
They're stopping a Bertha from eating a toad.
And then there's it's weird.
That's all
to-
stuff. That's all like hero stuff that you would do in a that
But
was
it
all fun.
does feel like there's this overall. This is a weird example because again, I'm not against her in this scene, but the monkey pickpocket, when Peach is like after him, he goes through a vent in the airport and she just kicks
She
in
just
the
kicks
vent,
it in. Yeah.
and I was just like, what the fuck?
I was
like,
watching-
it felt weird. And they even make a joke of it later where they're fixing it and she kicks it back out. And there's this feeling of like, this is all belongs to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
like
I
they
had
all
that
have
thought. Like they
Yeah.
corner the monkey and she's like holding her parasol like a baseball bat, like they're about to.
Yeah.
And Toad's like, yeah, like I'm gonna feed you a knuckle sandwich.
Right.
It's all very violence forward, it's a This movie, but like.
Well, that's what he does. He stomps you. He's Mario.
That's what
It's
he does. It's just like
There's something about this one.
this one just felt like
it felt a little direct to DVD to me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the quality of it is good, but it just felt thrown together. I wanted to go back to Bowser because I have a question, and I know the answer. But this, I think, is actually a really big problem for this series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is the main antagonist of Mario Bowser?
Most of the time. Not always.
Yeah.
Not always.
When has it not been?
I think he is in every mainline game. Well, no, not Mario 2.
I think he's the main villain most of the time.
In every mainline game, with the exception of 2, I think that's correct. But I think outside of that, like all the offshoots, like Paper Mario and stuff, I think it's different things.
So I think
I'm not even sure. Is Bowser the bad guy in Sunshine? I don't think he is.
Okay. I feel like they maybe
Is he
were
the
like,
bad
we're
guy in
saving this
Galaxy,
for 3.
Dave, you played Galaxy.
Galaxy it's him and his kids. It's Bowser Jr. and but he is in fact also a bad guy in that. I guess I realized that like they're trying to make it like Marvel, where it's multiverse and look at all these heroes and we're doing this big act. The problem is it's like that if Loki was the only villain, or who's the first Marvel villain?
In the Marvel universe, Jeff Daniels.
Not Daniels. Yeah.
Yeah. Not Jeff Daniels. That would be
Daniels would be
incredible. Oh my gosh.
If Obadiah was the
Jeff
only
Daniels.
villain. It's just the problem is that at the end of this, Bowser's like Bowser's arc is learning to be a villain again because that's all they have, which weirds me out because there is one thread that I was like, why the fuck didn't they do this for the sequel? Wario.
Yeah.
And Waluigi.
Yeah,
just
those are 2
whip
big
them
ones
out.
right
It's
there,
time.
Dave. Yeah, you just hit the 2 big villains, those giant rabbits from Mario Odyssey.
It's just like
the Toad guy they introduced from 2 in here.
Right. There's this, and I think we almost do this too often because of so many sequels now where it's like you can't make the main villain the villain again. That's very 90s, right? Where it's like it's Shredder again.
Just give Shredder a different plan, or evolve his plan, or evolve him in some way. You can have the same character be the bad guy again. It's just kind of have to evolve him a bit, which they start to do with Bowser in this with that arc that they were laying out.
It was like they wanted to have both because they were like if you want Bowser to be bad in this, have him escape in the first act. Mm-hmm. And then be like, ha ha ha, I'm back.
Yeah.
They give him like a. Yeah, like
they make him genuinely wrestling with it, where you think the end of the arc seemed to me was gonna be Bowser having to choose to be a good reformed person and explain to his son that he was wrong and get stop his son. Yeah.
And then they do the thing where they save his son at the end from the ink dragon. And
which
like
is the first and only
like,
creature that immediately attacks Bowser Jr. after he creates it.
I know, which was weird.
Just because the movie needed it to happen.
Again, there's a lot of this where this is a broader point, but I also realized, and maybe this is in the first one too, and this kind of feels like, what is this, Illumination?
Yeah.
This kind of feels like my main problem with them is that all their films feel like they exist in a parody world. And what I mean by that is, so for example, Disney's Aladdin, right?
Uh-huh.
The genie is a parody character, meaning that he'll suddenly like change forms into Jack Nicholson.
He's meta.
And he's meta. Yes, he's meta, and he's like it's weird. It must be weird for Aladdin, but Jafar doesn't do that, right? The world doesn't do that. They won't cut.
Jafar is a bit zany, though, but I know what you're getting at.
Of course, but they won't cut to, like, for example, a maximum security modern prison that Jafar is suddenly in, so they can do a weird cop joke, which is what the post-credits of this movie is.
Yes.
Where I'm like, why is that there? It's that problem where it's that the world itself has no rules. And so, like, it's like, yeah, there could be I know some of that's Nintendo, some of that's Mario, where it's like, okay, it's a bunch of planets. Well, now the planets can be anything. And it's a fundamental problem with injecting multiverse into everything too, and injecting where it's like, I want to feel like when they go to the airport, I'm like, the fuck is this? Like, maybe this is a level in Mario. I don't know, but it doesn't. It's like, for a movie, it's just like, so there's everything. It's Star Wars sometimes. It again has just a prison. just a
Yeah.
regular prison that they stick.
Like
And
she
it
and
feels
Toad
like-
just jump up and fly through space to an airport that they
Yes.
then have to use the airport to fly
Again.
to Planet Bowser.
Weird note, when they're hunting Yoshi, they go to the crypt and they're like, it's down there. And they jump probably 100 feet down to the ground. And it's a weird note, but I was just like, does fall damage not kill them? Like,
Not really.
what?
They're
Are they humans or not? Because I
not
thought
exactly.
they were humans.
They are, but it's not like reality.
Yeah, it's again, it's a small nitpick. It's just it all adds up into this world where I'm like, I don't feel like I have a handle on this world and what it is, and it feels like the entire world is Robin Williams and Aladdin. It's just like, wouldn't
Yeah.
it be funny if it was this? Is kind of seems to be the rules, and that feels like Minions to me, but I haven't watched much Minions. It's just like this like bombardment of jokes first, and not like a stable world or a stable story. Where again, like I was like, there's mobs, there's a mob boss. Like, is there currency? They're gambling.
Oh,
What
there's
are they-
currency.
like,
Those coins.
there's coins, yeah. Like this weird fucking I don't know. Again, it just feels like it's whatever. Like, okay, this wall leads to this Coruscant city
Yeah.
full of baddies, which is where I'd live. It was awesome.
Oh,
but
hell yeah.
like,
I'd live in the secret underworld
yeah,
of the Mushroom Kingdom. Looks pretty sweet down there.
in the airport that, like you said, they just sort of like fling to.
Yeah. They fly through space just freely into an airport that they need for some reason.
Oh yeah, they don't even try. Yeah, why do they need an airport? that
really-
star. There's again, this is so stupid, but there's a scene where the star drinks tea, and I was like, what does it need that tea for?
Oh.
It's drinking tea.
Yeah,
It's
you're
resting.
now you're being an ogre.
I know, but there is an element of that. Again, it's little things, but it all adds up. Where like I asked, because the star is just like, you have to go save Rosalina.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm going to turn into this cannon thing, and I was like, she could have used that when she was trying to escape, right? Like it's there's a lot of that, a lot of like the rules don't matter. There's no consistency in the tone or world building or plot.
Yeah, it gets a little shaky when Star Fox shows up.
Yeah.
That-
I
like, he-
genuinely liked Star
I
Fox.
loved him, but he really breaks it.
Yeah.
I was still with the movie though. But the part it felt like Act 3 was a total rewrite to me. Like it
Yeah.
really did feel like they had clear storylines that they were laying out. And we keep mentioning Bowser and Bowser Jr., but they had small arcs for the other characters too. Like, you know, Peach and Mario had a little bit of a thing, and Luigi and Bowser had a little bit of a thing. And
I have a question. Did
Yeah.
they hook up? Yeah, did Rosalina and Luigi ever
no.
reach completion?
No.
Because they literally keep setting it up where Luigi says, like, ask if she's got a cute friend at one point to Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Like they keep setting up
Well,
that it's like, we're gonna square them off.
I
and
thought.
then
Go ahead.
no, it's just weird because it does feel like a rewrite for the third act where it's like there's threads. Like that was a thread, a small thread that was like, oh, okay, they're
Well,
going to hook up, and then nothing.
I thought they were going to pair Rosalie with Bowser, because think about it. Who are the parents we see in the film?
What do you mean parents? Just Bowser?
Rosalie and Bowser. Like
She's not. She's big sister. Or
but
who's Rosalie?
Rosalie's the other princess. But the first thing we see her do is read a bedtime story to all her kids, the stars. The
Oh,
stars
yeah.
literally call her mom, and she reads them a bedtime story. And then later in the film, we see Bowser read his son a bed. We see like kind of
You're
the
right,
twisted
you're
version
right.
of that. And Bowser's trying to reform, and he raised his kid wrong. And we start the movie with somebody who is raising the kids better. And it's like, well, clear. Like it seemed like that was going to be where those characters are going. But anyway,
No, you were. I feel like you were giving it too much. You're doing too much. I was thinking about how did she give birth to all those magic stars?
oh.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is going
She's
on
just
there?
their protector. I don't know. They call her mom. I don't
It's
know.
weird.
Who
It's a
cares?
weird relationship, I would argue, with the stars.
She's Star Mommy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really flush the whole thing down the toilet. In the end, it just becomes just real gibberish of action pieces and references to Mario games that I'm not that familiar with. Bowser turning into dry bones and
yeah, it just sort of.
And characters just vanish. Like Toad just disappears. Toad and Star Fox vanish. Luigi and Yoshi vanish for a while and then reappear with power-ups.
They do the thing where they go, I'll go left, you go right. And then like Mario and Peach go on a huge adventure. And then they show up when they're needed, basically. It's like when we need them to show up, they'll show back up. But they're gone for like a weird amount of time where you're like, what the fuck? Were you going on the rides on Bowser Land? What were you doing?
We really raced through the finale. It feels like somebody panicked and was like, this can't be 81 minutes. It has to be 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're not let's just make it becomes just we need to knock the Bowsers out and save Rosalie, and that's just it. Mario just like what happens is Dry Bones Bowser gets rattled apart. Baby Bowser makes a giant dragon with his magic wand, which has been whooping ass the entire movie, and for some reason this giant dragon he conjures eats him
again because I really feel like everything is Deadpool versus Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine, rather. Yeah. Where it's that attitude, right? Where it's like, if it's funny, then it's fine. Like, everything can just be a joke, and everything can be whatever it needs to be. And it's that feeling of like,
not a joke.
Wouldn't it be funny if the dragon ate him?
But it's not.
People laughed.
But it's not presented as a joke. Well, I mean, yeah, they're going to laugh. But the movie doesn't present it as a joke. Not
really,
because the kid's screaming, "Help me, Daddy, help me!" And then we see Mario get affected by it again because Bowser's like, "No, son," because he can't do anything because he's just a skull. And then Mario uses this red power up and saves Baby Bowser from within the purple dragon and inks it out.
Tears through the dragon. Yeah.
Which right there was I thought was, oh, okay, there's how they're gonna reform the Bowsers. But no, we just got to them in that.
They just
weirdly
do the
realistic
where...
supervillain prison in the end.
Yeah. Yes. And they're like, you're right. Because they cut to them doing the like, collect my bones, son. I was like, okay, then we're done with them. Like that felt like the punctuation is you know, children's things will always do that where it's like, look how humiliated the villain is.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it's them in prison for some reason.
Yeah.
It's like, so, again, I'm like, did they cuff them? Did they call the cops? Who's running the prison? It's weird. It's weird that they're just in a like a regular prison suddenly.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And
I guess the stars are they fuck. I know it seems silly, but I don't think it's asking much for a world to be consistent, even if it's a kids movie.
It was really jarring. Like seriously, like I had said, I was with the movie and was enjoying it up until the finale. The finale really just flushes the story down the toilet, becomes a big loud action sequence, and then they race through the denouement, like the wrap up. Like they get back to them, they're like, "Oh, Rosalie, Peach, we're reunited. Can we visit the Mushroom Kingdom, Mom?" Okay, they go back to the Mushroom Kingdom. The castle's not there because Bowser Jr. stole it. They're like, "Let's rebuild it," and then they cut to 16-bit video game sprites like Super Mario World.
They did it a
sprites,
few times, but right,
of them rebuilding the castle. And then the castle is built, and Mario puts a cape on. Peach kisses him, which is how they decide to conclude that the little arc that they had. And then he flies up to the top and plants a flag on top of the castle, and that's it. Like it just ends.
Again, it is. I think what happened,
man.
By the way, and I know how silly it's saying this, not enough Mario 64 shit in general. I thought they were going to have Bowser. They set up that he paints. So have him paint a picture of like a Nintendo 64 level.
I'm sure
through it.
If we go back and look, some of the paintings he's painted are the paintings from 64.
Or again, where the hell is Wario? But
save something for Mario 3.
I actually think it's a little worse than like Deadpool and Wolverine, because Deadpool and Wolverine still has a plot, and it's like it still has its moments and it's fun. To me, this is what it came down to, though, is like it feels like someone might have written a draft that was like, I want this to be something, and then at a certain point, someone was like, no, just cram Mario in it. Just cram all the references, get as many, let's get Star Fox, let's make it 2D. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
let's just cram this together. Let's get Donald Glover here. Because he was announced as Yoshi like way late. It feels like it was like, let's put out an email and see who wants in.
Oh, there were temp vocal
money.
tracks until 6 weeks ago for both him and Star Fox, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like, let's make some fucking money, guys. Yeah. We got all this stuff in. Let's just get whatever celebrity. Because I think that's part of it is like, not even voice actors anymore. Let's just get some names. We get some names. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like it's not about, can we actually tell a good story? That's not the word of mouth. And that's what they've decided with Mario is they're like, no, it just needs the things in it. It's Marvel, but Mario. It needs
it's
Star
gotta have
Fox.
All the stuff from the video games in it. Yeah. When they did the video game stuff earlier, they do it as Mario and Peach fall into like Bowser Jr.'s security system in his spaceship, I think, and he's like, check it out, Dad, and his like control screen is the 2D side-scrolling video game sprites, and it's kind of cute. They cut back and forth between that a little bit, so it makes sense there. But when they cut to it at the end, when it's just like, let's rebuild the castle, and then it just randomly cuts to these different generation video games, 16-bit like Super Mario World sprites of all these characters rebuilding the castle, it was so jarring. That is just slop. That is just, hey, here's the thing you like. Why are we doing sprites again? Because we did it earlier. Well, yeah, but earlier that was because it was the UI of his security screen. Like, why are we seeing this here now? Well, because you want to see Mario World stuff, right? I guess. I don't.
They're like, we have to cover every demographic.
And this way we don't have to animate them building the castle.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But like this movie had an unlimited budget. Like what? Sorry, Dave.
They have unlimited budget, but they want to make as much money as possible.
That's true.
It's that feeling of, I just don't know how else. I think the instructions is like, do we care about story? Sure. As long as it doesn't get in the way of the stuff that's really important, which is shoving as much Mario stuff in it as possible.
Though I don't understand why that. Like, you could have concluded the story the way that they had laid it out and still crammed plenty of Mario stuff in it. There was plenty of Mario stuff crammed into Act 1 and 2.
I'm genuinely surprised they didn't go to a planet where everything looks like a Nintendo 64 graphics. Like, you'd think they'd do that.
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry, part of me is like, offended in the sense that I'm like, okay, if this is just a big pandering fest,
why didn't you pander to me?
Yeah, you did. Okay,
I think
Star Fox.
You got everything you were going to get in the last one. Star Fox is we got 2 barrel roll references. Count them.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
They did it. Too. They did it, and then they did it again. And they're like, and that's all we know about Star Fox. Nobody bothered to go back and play the game. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. Again, the first one, what saves this movie and the last movie to me is that, as we keep saying, they are gorgeous films. It's like so pretty. Yeah, it's so cool. And the action sequences are cool. They're like well choreographed and stuff. Like I don't understand a lot of the power references, but it's cool. Like the power-ups they got in the end, like I think Mario becomes a drill and Luigi can shoot clouds. I've never seen those.
Oh, yeah.
I've not played those games. It does make sense, They're cool, though, like seeing how they use them in a fight scene. I was like, oh, that's neat.
It makes sense that Mario, as you'd make more Mario games, you'd add more power-ups.
Of course. No, that's one of the things I like about it. It's like it gets a feather and it gives him a cape, or like here's this leaf that makes him Tanuki Mario. Like I like how fucking weird all of the power-ups are. That's one of the cool, one of the it's like I would argue it's one of the signature things about Mario, one of its unique things, right?
Yes, but it is. Really I understand that is like
power ups.
I've played a little more than you, but it is like the equivalent of someone watching a Doom movie, having only played the first couple of Dooms, and then being like, "What's this crossbow about?" Where it's that feeling of like, Yeah, there's I'm a little out of the loop too. So there's some stuff
It's
like
way
the
less
paintbrush.
Doom,
I was
but
like,
I see what I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I just think the power ups are the equivalent of guns in Doom.
Well, yeah, no, I didn't need to, like, I don't know about, like, his whole thing with his paintbrush. I don't know any of that stuff, but I didn't need to.
Yeah,
Like, I understand, like, I understand how magic is a thing and works in
For
movies,
sure.
and, like, it's fine. I just, like, oh, cool.
I
just saw his power-ups, like, oh, that's cool. He's got, like, a paintbrush. He paints magic things that come to life. Got it.
yeah. I was like in between because, like, again, like the town at the beginning is from Mario Galaxy, and I was like, oh, I know that town.
It's in Odyssey as well.
Okay.
Wait. Which part? The very, very beginning with Rosalie, or the desert one?
The desert.
Okay, they do that as well in Odyssey, so I'd seen that one as well.
I guess what it had occurred to me is that when you adapt Mario into a movie, and like if you just sort of aesthetically put it all together, people can and like when I'm sitting here going like this doesn't make any sense, anybody can shrug and go like, well, that's Mario, and they're not wrong. But I realize that like if you're adapting a video game that's disjointed into a movie, the job should be there then to make it make sense, right?
Yeah, there's
Like,
sorry.
oh no, it's just like it should make sense. The
It's-
world should make sense. It's not enough for them to just be like, well, the dinosaur was in one of the games, and it's like, yeah, but the games are nonsense. I don't
Right,
think
there's-
the movie should be nonsense.
A game and a
because the
movie,
game was.
correct. A game and a movie have two different goals in mind, and
Yeah.
a story can serve a game, but the ultimate point of a game is to give you something to play that is fun to do. So, like, it doesn't matter that the internal logic of a Mario video game is different than the internal logic of a story about Mario. So
Right.
and that's what you're talking about. Like and that's always my argument against. Well, it's a big dumb movie about like X. It doesn't need to make sense. Like, well, it can be a movie about whatever. It can be a movie about the stupidest thing in the world. But like a story needs to be internally consistent, or else it's not fun to listen to. Like it's not fun to hear a story that like there are no rules to, because it's like. And then Captain America went down and he pulled a machine gun out and blasted him. Where'd the machine gun out? Well, he just has one. And then he came around the corner and then the Red Skull was there and he got a submarine. They're underwater now? Well, yeah, they're underwater now. Is Captain America swimming? No, he's in his own submarine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like there needs
It's madness.
Yeah. I think these movies do pretty well with it. I think they do pretty well with it, actually. I didn't have too much of a problem with that. It was just like, I just thought Act 3 flushed all the story down the toilet.
I guess I think it's all part of the same problem, which is how they're seeing these. Because I have another weird critique, and this is subjective, but I think this in the Minecraft movie, there's another weird thing that they have in their heads, which is that it's not enough to just adapt the game. Mario has a story. It's a loose story, but there's a story. You save the princess from Bowser.
Yeah.
Minecraft has a story. It's a loose story. It's you go get the dragon. But they feel like they also need to adapt the game mechanics in this way.
Yeah.
Where I get it. Again, it's kids, and I'm not saying it's necessarily the wrong idea, but it's if a Mortal Kombat game movie was like, we need to figure out how to give them health bars. Like, let's put health bars above them.
Yeah.
It's that where it's like, they're like all the noises, all the things. It's not a true adaptation, or it's not like creative adaptation, because it's just like, what if you were in the game itself? Like the Minecraft movie, it's like, well, you still want the blocks. You got to have the blocks. And it's like, do you though? Like, I know that's weird to say, but like, do you need the blocks? Does a Mortal Kombat movie need to be in the same graphics? Does it have to be only seen 2D?
Minecraft was a unique thing. I remember we talked about this in the episode. Minecraft, they decided to make a movie about playing Minecraft.
Yes.
Rather than a movie a story about the world of Minecraft.
And this is kind of in between. Where,
a little bit.
Like we said, they just keep cutting to the 2D. Or
That
sometimes
stuff, or
they
like
justify it, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes she can fly through space. Other times she needs to use the airport. Sometimes, or the monkey stealing her bag and leading them directly to Luis Guzman. Yeah, okay, so there is... This movie... I didn't. Let me rephrase what I said earlier about internal logic. I didn't have a problem with the last one, I guess. This one definitely has some issues.
I just don't think they care, and that's why I mean it's indicative of the ending too.
Yeah.
Which is like it's like let's
care?
put as much stuff in it, and the plot will work itself out
Well, see, my argument-
as long as it has these things.
The plot doesn't get in the way of that stuff, though. Like, you could have all that cram and all the references and noises and 2D sprites from video games that are inexplicable as you want. It's just so weird to me that they just flushed the story for the third act. It's like,
I wonder if
never mind.
here's the problem is that I think what they were chasing, I said it was Bowser's American History X. That's not the problem is how American History X ended. The problem is that they were actually chasing a premise that I think might have been too adult for what they wanted to make. Meaning that when you think about how do you resolve this, that either it's anticlimactic. Either Bowser talks down his son and nothing really happens at the end, or his son turns against him and like jails him, and then they have to resolve it.
They have
like
to,
Mario.
They have to work together to stop the gun. They have to work together to stop the big purple dragon that Bowser Jr. creates and gets out of control from him. There's a number of ways you could do it.
I agree that there must have been something that they went like,
this
never
is
mind.
too sad, or this is too real. This is too hard.
But you're right that there is other ways.
Why is
to
it
do
too hard? Like, there's none of that gets in the way of cramming all the stuff they wanted to cram in there. You can have everything in there.
It's hard. I don't know how these are made. Like, I don't know anything about animation, but I wonder if it's something where they're like, well, we locked down this element of it. We locked down, we're not going to pay to have Chris Pratt back. Like something like that, where it's like, I don't know what stage they aborted whatever ending there was, but it definitely does feel like they aborted something.
Yeah. Well, we want to have Skeleton Bowser. And we want to have where he falls in the lava because that's from the first game and everybody likes where Bowser falls in the lava off the bridge. Well, we don't like it in this context where his son is weeping. If you want
that weird you out? Like
what?
I don't remember the first. I feel like the first movie is what the sequel should have been, and what I mean is that like having Mario go through essentially the dungeon level and defeat Bowser on the bridge like they do in this should have been the ending of the last movie. Because that's basic Mario. You know what I mean?
It depends. From a point of view, yes, that would be correct. If they were like, well, we want to, if your approach was, we want to tell the story of Mario as it unfolded across pop culture. So we have to start by telling the story of the first game. And they kind of told a mashup of a bunch of the games.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the Minecraft movie where a Minecraft movie. It's not the Minecraft, where it's like, shouldn't the first movie be about the dragon? And they're like, nah. And so like I guess they'll do that.
I guess
they're trying to
in that movie, man.
Yeah, they're like Thanosing the dragon. Like, yeah, the dragon will come later, or I don't know what they're doing for those. I think they don't know what they're doing for those.
Trying stuff.
They're just making money. Like, because that's the other problem with this. Is I do think like Minecraft movie, you better believe the sequel is going to be like, how about this meme? How about this meme? Is this a meme? Hey, it's Chicken Jockey's back. This one, I was genuinely surprised they didn't try to do a Peaches. They didn't try to do.
I thought he was going to do another song, and he never did.
And you know what? What's funny is I'm sort of okay with that because I think maybe they were like, maybe Jack Black was like, no, I'm in and out. I'm in and out for this one, baby. My kid has grown up. I don't need to do this for them. I
think they pushed Peaches for best original song too. So man, maybe Jack Black wanted a big slice of pie for that, and they were like, nah. But it's weird to have him. Like, I was so sure because he's Jack Black. He sang in the last one. Like, so I was so sure we were going to get another Bowser song, and we just don't.
But maybe they were, I don't know. I'm guessing he said no because I'm sure they were like, can we get a song?
Of course. They pushed the last one for an Oscar. Why wouldn't they want another Jack Black song in this movie? And Lava Chicken, he had songs in Minecraft.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fucking
it's like,
weird.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have said no. Oh,
That's
I
why
mean, but we're making an assumption. Like, we just got done. We don't have any idea how this movie got made. So, like,
I don't know.
maybe it never occurred to them to ask.
Right. It just, that's what I mean is like, it feels like it's low effort where they're
Yeah.
like, they don't even need to make a meme. They don't even need, they're just like, this feels direct to DVD. It could have been like in the 90s, this wouldn't have even had all the voices, the same voices. You know what I mean?
It's
like
a
it'd be
real,
like,
real Return of Jafar energy.
yeah, I think so. Where it's like, oh, we don't care, man. There was one thing I liked in this. One narrative choice that I liked, and they call attention to it, but I'm like, sure. I liked that Mario and Star Fox don't see each other as threats. I like that they do
They
a
just
moment where
instantly
it's
love
like,
each other. Yeah.
yeah, I liked that. That was fun.
Yeah.
I like that they were like, we don't need that. We don't need a love triangle in
I
this.
immediately saw the narrative and screenwriting function of that, but also
Yeah.
I laughed at it.
Yeah.
So it was
I
fine.
liked that they were like, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
You think they might, but we're not going to do it.
Yeah. It's a fun gag.
The movie is fun, don't get me wrong, but it feels fun the way like being on TikTok feels fun, where it's like it worked on me. The brain rot worked on me. My dopamine spiked when Star Fox showed up. Like,
Yeah, it's,
it's just,
I like I said, I was totally with the movie until the last part. They really threw the story away. I was really bummed.
yeah, that's weird.
Weird
It's
to
a weird
say.
choice.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't have really anything else to say.
Yeah, I just my opinion on the first one remains the same. I should do drugs when I watch these. I think that'll be fun. More
yeah.
fun.
They're gorgeous films.
Yeah. I do think there's a fundamental problem with, and this I keep using this movie as the example, but it happened before, of everything being Deadpool and Wolverine, where when a kid's movie is just like everything's a joke, it just feels like such slop to me. Versus
It is weird. I'm sorry, finish your thought.
oh no, I do like, I just wish like K-pop Demon Hunters is a movie that has it's a successful movie that has a very consistent world that can be fun and cute, but also feel like not everything is a fucking joke.
That's what I was going to say. It is weird that seems to be the default genre of every kids movie right now, regardless of every kids animated film, regardless of which studio is producing it right now, is they are all comedies. And that's weird because, like, if you think about the Disney Renaissance, like you mentioned, Aladdin is funny, but it's not a comedy. Like, I wouldn't really classify Aladdin as a comedy.
Yeah.
And like think about like Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Lion King. There's funny parts and there's like comic relief characters in all these movies, but like they're serious movies and like you know what I mean? Like the story, like there's still a story that is being taken seriously by serious characters.
There's a more tonal thing where it's not this blast. I think so one thing I feel like might be going over my head here is that K-pop Demon Hunters is for people who are like tweens. Mm-hmm. This is for toddlers, right? They've decided that the Mario world and movies are for little kids, and so it's like that's
They did not
probably
make this movie for little. I mean, with all the stuff we talked about,
weird,
all that weird disjointed.
But I think to them this is
casual cruelty, etc., etc. Yeah,
Minions are that. So they go with that silly, like almost sucker style. Like this is going to be really like, really like stupid and nihilistic, and that the world doesn't care. And here I am, a 40-year-old man, being like trying to enjoy this movie. That's like, who gives a shit? But it does still feel like even that genre used to be higher quality. Like even the babies can watch this genre. What was there a trailer for? I'm trying to find the name of it. It was another one of their. It was two best friends in this weird world, and they.
Oh, Forgotten Island.
Forgotten Island. That looks good.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
Yeah. Like I don't think Illumination is only doing that. It just seems like
no. This property this sequel for sure. And again, I was liking this. It's like, oh, they this isn't so like there's a story here. Okay, and then you get to the ending and.
Yeah, it really farts at the ending.
Races to the end.
Yeah.
Like we're doing a
weird.
speed run of Mario.
And again, it felt meaner. In general, it felt meaner.
Yeah, it felt meaner.
It just, I don't know.
There was just like, well, you understand these guys are enemies. I'm like, yes, but my 2-year-old doesn't.
Yeah. I'll say a couple things I did like. I liked the little Yoshi sequence of Where Have You Been?
That was fun.
I liked how they shot it, and it was
Yeah,
just
it was a cool
cute.
idea.
There's a couple weirdly good filmmaking moments like that where I was like, that's a good shot. Oh, that's a neat shot. Oh, it's cool how you did that. But yeah, that was kind of it. Couple jokes. I was like, that's cute.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I this wasn't bad. It was just a fart. It was a fart to me.
Man, that ending is it's tough because I forget what the exact quote is, but it's like, man, if the ending is bad, it kind of, man, it's tough. It's like, well, is the whole story bad then? Oh,
Kinda.
yeah, kind of.
It's got real Mummy Returns energy.
Yeah.
It does. It's got hardcore sequel energy where you're like, this isn't amazing, but I'm with it. And then, yeah, it ends and
Like,
you're
I'm
like, well,
digging it, and
never
then it
mind.
gets to a point where it just smokes the whole pack.
And yeah, and that's the problem. I would argue the first 2 acts aren't good enough for the third act to be as bad as it is, you know?
No,
Like,
but
the first 2 acts are fine.
I was really disappointed because I wanted to see where that story was going, and they just throw it in the trash.
It's a complex story. It's a weirdly complex story.
Yeah, not
They
really.
throw it into
Not
jail
really.
with the weird star, the maniac star from the first one, right?
It's not really that complicated. Yeah, it is the same maniac star from the first one, just a cheerfully grim.
I'm sure the first one explained it more, but I am unclear of what the stars are.
Oh, they're
as
just
a
little
species.
creatures.
All right. They've
Just like
got-
anything, I suppose. I bet. They're probably delicious.
Oh, they do look delicious.
Yeah, man. Oh, they
They-
taste like
here's the thing, they're
marshmallows.
probably-
You know they do.
They're probably not delicious after all. That's probably what it is they look delicious, but they probably taste like a starfish. You know what I mean? They probably
Well, do you
taste
want
disgusting.
Do you want to find out, or do you want to be a coward?
Oh, I would eat everything
Yes.
in this universe.
Everything I got my hands on. Toad. I don't care
Oh,
how hard he screamed.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking up.
Like,
I had a
buddy, you
couple of
brought frying
questions.
pans.
Oh yeah, Mario buys her an umbrella. I guess there is an
Buys her a
economy.
parasol, yeah.
I just don't. I the Mushroom Kingdom weirds me out. Does it not weird you out? They found this little girl and they're like, "You're our queen now," and now they're like,
Yeah.
they're like subjugated by her. They like made her their queen, and now it's like they really are intense about it, and they make this big birthday celebration. And she's up there in her castle
She's like
watching
magic
it.
and shit.
It's weird. It's a weird government, I guess.
It's a magic
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, you better watch out, or the queen's 2 plumber friends are going to come beat the shit out of you.
She's a sorcerer regent. It's true.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah. We can be done.
All right. Sorry, I was just going through my notes. Like,
No, you're
do I
fine.
have any other weird random thoughts?
Any other pressing questions?
Yeah, I wrote Crime Rat, Crime City. That is the best city. All right, we can be done. It's fine. I'm good.
Crime
I'm
Rat and the
satisfied.
Crime City. Yeah. I loved the Mario 2 stuff.
Oh yeah.
That tickled me.
The
a
more
man
I
in his
think about
40s.
it now, the more I'm like, where the fuck is Wario and Waluigi, and why
Get
aren't they the villains
Wario
of this?
over here.
Like, are they? I'm imagining Nintendo offices where there's like one little like Tim Burton freak in the corner, like, yes, Wario, Waluigi, and he like invented them. And it almost came to a head where he was almost pushed out and fired. But then he like the story of Wario is that like he snuck it into the game, and then they were like, "Oh, you're so fucking fired for putting that freak out there." And then they looked at like the response and they're like, "Ah, shit, he's popular. They love him. So they have to like keep him around." And he's just like, he creeps everybody out in the office, and like they don't want to deal with him. So he's like, "Get him in the movie," and they're like, "We're not doing it. We're not putting him in the fucking movie." But
Man.
everybody wants that weird little freak in the movie.
Oh, yeah. That's
They
gonna be the most intense casting decision of the 21st century.
Holy shit.
Who shall play?
We probably asked this
Wario?
question last time. Who plays Wario?
I know, man. We did. I'm sure we did.
Willem Dafoe is the obvious choice.
Yeah. I should be Mario.
Yeah.
You know, I'm something.
But there's
got to
be
myself.
Hold on. You know what? I'm going to plug our Patreon and
Let's
we'll
do
keep
it,
thinking
yeah.
about this. Patreon.com/Gamefully Unemployed. You go on there, there's exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder's Maniacs, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, our supernatural podcast, Hymn Booze. We watch movies every Friday night with our patrons. Movies like the Super Mario Brothers movie. No, not that one. You know the one.
Yeah.
You know the one, the good one.
With Robert Hoskins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, check out our Patreon.
Do it. We also have a store. Head over to GamefullyUnemployed.com where you can find a link to our Teespring store. We have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So check that out. Please rate and review our podcasts wherever you're listening. And check out our other show, Badical, Badical, also wherever you're listening.
Please do. I figured it out.
Okay,
The
what do you
Ultimate
got?
Wario.
Okay.
This is more for what did it do to the world? Daniel Day-Lewis. Because his family would be like, please don't make him method that. Please don't. Oh, you've ruined our
He's
our
walking
house.
around town with that mustache.
Yeah, dressed up full Wario. Because he would. How could he not?
He would work as an evil plumber
Yeah.
for 6 months.
Terrible Wario performance, but I just want to put that
Yeah,
into the world.
none of it translated on screen.
Yeah.
You can't see it 1 second of it.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at Artness by JustinBrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at StarleneArts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.